Hello there, Ray here, and today guys I'm going to show you a cool trick that allows you to do a hidden attack in the newest Minecraft Combat Snapshot. So if you guys are aware of the new Combat Snapshot, they're introducing a new type of combat into Minecraft, and they're working on this alongside with the normal 1.16 snapshot. And if you guys don't quite know what all the changes are going to be that are coming to Minecraft, make sure to check out my previous videos, which I'll link down below, that go into all the changes. But in the last Combat Snapshot video, I showed kind of a cool trick where I had a trident come shooting out of my player's head even though it wasn't pulled back. So here you can see I'm pulling back a trident, and this is what it looks like. You definitely see I am ready to throw a trident. So it's pretty obvious if you see something like this, you're probably going to be attacked by a trident pretty soon. But what I was able to do is actually trick the game into having the trident held backwards without it actually showing up for other people to see. And I came across this sort of by accident, like most weird glitches that I come across. Essentially what I was doing was kind of playing around with tridents and how you hold them back, and then you can switch them to your offhand, and then sometimes they would end up showing backwards in the current versions of Minecraft. And they actually fixed that glitch in the combat update. Here's an image of what it looks like in the past versions, but if I try to do the same thing in this version, have a trident, hold it back, put it in offhand, have another one, and I try to switch it, you can see that nothing weird happens. I don't have a weird trident facing backwards or anything like that. But I did notice that if you have two different types of tridents, so here I got one that's enchanted and one that's normal, and now if I switch them, it appears that I now have the enchanted one in my offhand and the normal one in my main hand. Now, the whole time I had my right click button held down and never released it while I was switching them to my offhand. Notice now when I let go of my right click button, I shot out a trident. There it is over there in the wall. Let's go ahead and try to pick it up. And yep, we got a trident back. You might have also noticed that sometimes it throws the wrong trident depending on which one you scrolled over top of. So if I pull back this one, then I move over to the enchanted one, then I switch them, then I throw. You see I threw a different one than the one that I'm currently highlighting. So my main hand and my offhand are still occupied by tridents. Yeah, I was able to throw off a different trident in my hotbar. I can come over here and pick this one up. It's a real trident. There aren't ghost blocks or nothing gets duplicated. But that actually isn't necessary to pull this off. We can actually do this with anything, just having two items. So let's go ahead and do it with bows as well. Two bows, they're different. The only reason these are different, one has more durability than the other. So I can put that one in my offhand and pull it back, and then I can switch to this one with my hotbar, and then I can just switch them out. And now it appears that I'm not aiming any bow at anybody. Everything's normal, but you can see I do move slow, like my guy is holding a bow back. And then whenever you want, you can just shoot an arrow out. Pretty crazy. There's an arrow right there. You pick it up. So you can pull this sneak attack on anybody that's not expecting it. So both the bow and arrow as well as the tridents both have this kind of mechanic where you have to hold it back and keep your button held down in order to shoot it. And this is different than a crossbow. So if we try to do the same thing with the crossbow, here we have two different crossbows because their enchantments are different. So if I put this one in my offhand and I pull it back, and then I move over to this crossbow and I switch them, just like I did with the other things, and I release my right click button. Notice the only thing that changed is now when the crossbow is charged. It didn't fire because crossbows are different. You have to first pull them back and then release the button and then click again to actually fire them. So because of that, you can't really do this sneak attack with them. If you guys have any ideas on how this could be used elsewise, let me know. Now this trick only came available in the combat snapshot, so it's not available in the mainstream games, but this definitely seems like a bug, especially when it throws the wrong trident, and I did write a bug report for it, and I would really appreciate if you guys take the time to go ahead and upvote it, that way it gets fixed. Because as cool as this bug is, there's definitely some weird stuff going on with the switching of the weapons, and maybe if they fix this glitch, they'll also fix some other unknown glitches to do with weapon switching. And hopefully that'll make the people doing combat more happy. And if you guys notice any other problematic issues with the combat update or even the new 1.15 or 1.16 versions of Minecraft, make sure to take the time to go ahead and write a bug report. I'll show you guys how easy it is to actually write a bug report. This is their bug report page. It can seem a little bit overwhelming with all the different settings and whatnot. But this is the search tool. We can see if the bug that you're trying to report has already been reported. I have to admit that it isn't very good at finding related bug reports. I'm just going to type in combat weapon switch and see if anything pops up. And here you can see some what they thought was relative bug reports, but yeah, you can see they're all been resolved, which isn't very helpful for me, and most have been created quite a while ago. But here's the create your own bug report. You click there, make sure there's your version, issue is a bug, and then you just want to summarize it. So to summarize, I just wrote able to throw unselected trident in hotbar. Try to keep it short and simple and to the point. Level of security, that's if you have a security issue. And it can also apply to if you find a way to crash a server from within the game. Then there's the versions, and currently they only have like 1.15.2, like newest versions. They don't have bug reports obviously in old versions because they're only working on the newest versions when they're fixing bugs. But I think for the combat update, probably best to click future version because it doesn't really have any other option. I think I'm also going to put combat snapshot up here so that they know. So I went ahead and just wrote a short description. I was able to shoot out a trident from my hotbar that wasn't selected in my main hand or offhand. Also, drawn back animation is missing in this situation as well as others. And then I'm going to put the URL of this video right here. That way they can see exactly how to replicate it, environment, and stuff like your operating system, Java version. And then there's attachments. If you have images, you can put them here. And this here is for the developers. They can say what priority they want it to be. And then yeah, you just hit create, and then that is all you need to do to post your bug report. So there you have it, guys. Cool little trick in the combat update. And if you guys haven't tried it out yet, make sure you guys do, because this type of combat will be introduced into Minecraft. So make sure you give your opinion on it before they introduce it. And if you'd like to see other crazy glitches, I have a whole playlist going over all of those, which I have linked in the description as well. I would like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.